put the intercity bus in and aha. Oh, what? Hello everybody and welcome back to Yugoslavia with me Biffa here in City Skylines. And last episode I asked you to vote on which square we were going to unlock next, and there were so many votes, so many good ideas about which one was better than the other and all the different pros and cons, but I think I've picked a doozy. So I said before, this was square number 1 at the top, this was square number 2, and this was square number 3, and 1 and 2 got the most votes, and I think to keep it fun we are going to go with square number 2 because this looks like a fantastic little island down here. Let's maybe take a little closer look at this. And we've got absolutely tons of space. We can make this a tourist haven. It can be pedestrianised. We can have parks. We can have sports arenas. We can go ham with all of that sort of stuff. And we can hook that all up to the mainland as well. We've got ferries. We've got metro. Have we got monorail and stuff like that unlocked yet? We've got pretty much everything unlocked, haven't we? Yeah, so we can use any of these items to make a really interesting connection over to the main city of Yugoslavia. Just before we do that, over here by Bradley Heights that we built last episode, this retaining wall garnered a load of comments, and I just absolutely didn't even think of using the line tool to place the rocks down. Yep, I could have made things so much easier for myself, but no, I honestly did place every single one of these rocks either side of this wall by hand. You see, I am trying to play with no mods, and the little ones I've added just for quality of life and time saving, I'm forgetting I've got them. Hey ho, never mind. Let's have a look how we're going to connect this little island here over to the mainland. So I'm thinking we're going to make use of ferries here, and along with the ferries we can also use these, which are fantastic, these wide deep canals, well any of these canals, because each of them says, if you look on there, that they automatically create pathways that ferries can use. So I'm thinking of bringing our ferries from this area here, maybe with a bus terminal built in as well. I'm pretty sure if we do a search for ferry on here, yeah. So does this include so ferry and bus? Is there one? This is the one, ferry and tram hub. Unfortunately we don't have one that automatically adds in the trolley buses that we've been using, which is a real shame because that would have been good. What other trolley bus options do we have? So we've got the trolley bus depot, and that is basically it. So maybe we'll go for the bus one over here, because then we can maybe put the intercity bus in and bring that all in from the outside and repurpose a little bit of the space down here. Well, it'll have to be at the front, won't it? Maybe a bit of land that sticks out. And then I'm thinking of the canals could come straight through into the middle, and we could have a nice sort of central section where our ferries drop people off. Okay, so looking at the ferry and bus exchange stop, of course that needs to go right on the water's edge down here. I think what we're going to do is end up splitting this beach into, the beaches are huge. There's so many beaches around here. We're not going to be running out of beaches anytime soon. Do I have to type in ferry every time I come into this menu? I think I do. Ferry and bus exchange stop. We're going to turn that off so I can see what I'm doing. Of course, now it's not going to line up. Oh, actually, that looks pretty square. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this road down first. And I quite like the fact that we've got these one-way roads that go different ways. So actually, let's just do this a little bit more. There we go. I'm going to grab that road. We're going to bring that all the way down to there. If I go like that, it's not going to give me the lining up line, so we're going to have to go this way. Oh, another rock! Another rock bites the dust. Oh well, and we're going to bring that one that way, and we may sort of change how this all works here, or we may just leave it like it is. Let's just have a quick look at... So we're going to turn off the traffic lights, but I think we'll have that as a stop and that as a stop, in lieu of a give way sign, and we'll see how that goes. And then at the bottom section here, let's just have a look how this is all laid out. If I delete, which way down, which way were they coming down? They are coming down this one. Yeah, if I delete this here, we should be able to attach onto the side like that. It will if I... Oh, there we go. Look, I was going to say keep spam clicking and it will get on there, but we've got it. That's good. Now, the height here is going to be a little bit orky-borky. Might be able to raise the land a little bit, but I wanted this piece to be level rather than that piece. Or Now I've said that, do I want to bring all of this down instead? Oh man, good job we got a load of money. Do you know what? I think we're going to change this. I'm going to bring that back to there. Yeah, we're going to change it. Okay, so if I pop that onto there, oh man, it's not going to be straight, is it? Because we're going to have to do a little bit of hawky-balkiness with the land down here. Let's see what we can do. Oh, yes, we've got it. Excellent. Look at that. I could have done with a key wall along there, but that's fine. That is a lot lower down. We'll add some rocks and things down there. That'll be fine. I'm hoping now, actually, that this will go straight into there still. I've got a slight worry that it wasn't. That's good. You can come in, go down there, turn around, come back out. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And then we could maybe utilize a bit of this land over here as well, because this is all buses, which we're not really using. But I'm wondering whether we could just upgrade all of this to take in trolley buses now as well. Do we have a trolley bus? We do. 2-lane, one-way road with trolley buses. So we're going to upgrade all of this to take in the new trolley buses. The only problem is we won't be able to upgrade that bit there, will we? So that means when they come up here, they're going to come down there and they're going to come up there. They're not heading out in that direction, so that's fine. Excellent. That adds another little loop. And then maybe we could have... Ooh, we could have like a couple of different stops along here, couldn't we? Just sort of add a couple of stops here. Oh, jumpy, jumpy. Or even have this as normal road and have the stop there. That might be better, actually. Let's just grab that road there and upgrade this one. Can I upgrade to that type? What? Oh, that's because I've grabbed the wrong sort of road, haven't I? Haha. Let's grab that one over there. We can upgrade that, that, and that. There we go. So we keep the trolley buses up here. We can add a stop in there, and I think that'll be fine with all the walking around. Yep, that's looking good. And then we're going to have a autosave quick sip of tea. Excellent. Okay, what I was going to say next was I'd like to add in here the intercity bus station, just sort of facing that road. I'm hoping with the way we've got the land that it's okay. It's a little bit of a bump there, but I think that little drop there actually fits in well. That's okay. This bit over here, we should be able to smoothificate that out a bit. There we go. That is fine. Maybe a little bit of this one here. That's looking good. Excellent. I like that. That's good. So we can have intercity buses coming in. We can have buses going out from here up and down our main road to other places if we wish. I'm just worrying about this little need over here we've got for the trash. We have plenty of garbage processing. All these people over here are still happy. Yep, you please continue doing that. Excellent. So now we've got our infrastructure there. They can come over to here. And now we need to sort of try and work out how we're going to put our canals into this section. So I'm thinking we have some sort of area in the middle where the canals can stop, where the ferries can stop in the canal and come back out again. I'm thinking also this is just going to sort of come straight through into a spot here. Again, I mean, it's a lovely little beach area. Maybe we'll bring it in over here instead and see how this goes. Canals are one of those things. Slope too steep. Really? Is it not going to let me just pop that in and then bring it out there? I rarely use canals. I always find them difficult to work with, and I sort of tend to avoid them. But we'll see what happens here. Oh, there we go. So that's going into there. Excellent. So that could be the start of the canal. I'm just going to draw some in and sort of see how it ends up. And then we can have some roads built off, some paths over the top. And then we've got 3 different quadrants to work with. I think that could be quite good. Let's go with that. How are the canal stops? I keep saying canal instead of ferry. Biffa, get your brain in gear. How are the ferry stops going to work on here? Yes, they do sit on the top, which is good. They are a little bit high, but that gives us the marking as to how far back the road is going to be. A ferry pier is far too big, so it's definitely going to be these. We could literally have one each side, which I'm going to try and eyeball as lining up there. We could have, will they go on the bendy parts? They will. One each side sort of there. I mean, that covers all the different areas. I'm going to say one each side here, but that seems a little bit too close. And maybe we'll go with that. And then all we need to do is let the water fill up. And the water's draining out again. I know that there's different types of canal here. So let's go back into here. Whoa, that is not what I meant to type in. Let's try that again. There we go. So we use this one here. You can have... I think we used that one, didn't we? Let's actually upgrade this part to the deeper. And this one here, if it lets me. Just a little bit. And there. This might be something I need to fiddle around with a bit on camera to see how this works. Off camera, I should say. Yeah, let me have a bit of a play with this so I can get this filled up with water and then I'll be back with you. Okay, that seems to be working okay. I've got like this one here, so the medium one in the central section, and then at the end I've got the thinner one, so it seems like it sucks the water in, it goes over the top, and then it stops it running back out again. So that seems to be working okay. I did need to remove and replace the ferry stops to get this to upgrade. So yeah, there we go. Right, so I'm now thinking we're going to do 2-lane road with trees. This is going to be interesting because I want roads all the way along either side here, but I'm also going to have to try and copy the layout of the road. So how far away? Do you know what I might do is add another ferry stop over here. Boom, boom, boom. This one here, just so I can get the width of the road, even though that seems a bit overkill. And let's see if we can get these roads laid out like this. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. The rock has got to stay at some point. We'll get as close as we can to there and we'll work with that. How are we doing over here? I might even keep these stops in down here. Oh no, it just seems too much. We're going to be taking up so much space of things that we want to build ourselves. Let's just keep this as roads. We'll just bring that all the way down to sort of that area there, and we can work on that. Excellent. That gives us something to work with. Right, so what items are we going to be putting in here? Well, just before we look at those, I want to work out some sort of road network that we've got going on here. So what I tend to do is place like a basic grid, and then we can sort of work around that. We can mess that up as we go along. I want to go out extra, and I'm going to go out 1, 2 along here. So we've got space for paths and things like that. So 1, 2, if we continue that on all the way across the island, and then we'll see what we end up with. Okay, there we go. That gives us a base that we can work on. And I'd like to add a little road that goes around here, which means we're probably going to destroy some of these rocks that are here. But, you know, that's okay. We can always put those back again. So, yeah. Oh, man, all these rocks, they're going to go. There we go. That can work up to the end there. And then we can sort of feather out this land and hopefully connect up some of these roads to it as well. Let's see if we can make this look nice. There we go, looks a little bit better along the front. And I really want to sort of work at trying to connect some of these roads up here. Let me just delete that. So again, we're going to have to do a little bit of work. I'm going to put that on the highest one. So I definitely want that to connect down there. So we'll left click there. There we go, plenty of connections to these main sort of roads that are running around here, which are good. We can work on the slopes and things. But now we want some bridges that go across from one side to the other. I'm thinking a 4-lane road for this one. So here I'm going to take off all of my snap 2s apart from angle. And we're going to get that as close to the edge as possible. So basically that last little line there, and then go up 1. And then I'm hoping that will work fine on both sides. We'll go up one like that, and then connect that across the top. Yep, look at that. That is absolutely perfect. So I'm going to add a few more bridges around the place. Okay, there we go. We've got enough bridges connecting it all up. I've got water pipes over here as well. Made a little bit of a change to this road here, connected it further along. I think that looks a lot better. So we are not going to make this island 100% self-sufficient. I do want a road that's going to connect over here as well, even though we've got the ferries. And if we make it a nice slow road, I think most people will take the ferries. And I think this road coming out here, just been trying to add a couple of little key walls. I think if we can get this to go underground and come up over there somewhere, that will probably do for us. So let us just delete that little bit off the end there. We're going to grab one of these and just see how we can go. Now it's not letting me place it there because I've got the key wall there. Or maybe we can sort of go like that, and then if we go down like this and hope that we're not going to be causing any problems with the water, and then that's going to come up and connect. I would say this is a main road coming down here, but we've got the rocks I don't want to destroy. This one here, so this is like a main road going over the bridge, so maybe let's see what we can do there. If I go like that, and then we go down. Cannot build on water, cannot build on water. Maybe if we just slope straight down from here. Slope too steep. It's going to go cannot build on water as soon as we get to... Oh, we've done it. How's that look? Yeah, that's okay. Not too obvious. Excellent. Let me connect these two up. It seems like because the ground drops down a huge amount there that we can't just connect that straight up. So what I'm hoping to do is have this curve around a bit, and it's even not letting me do that. Good grief. Come on, game. What are you doing? So I've literally adjusted this to one drop down, and I'm going to try and see if we can curve this. Yeah, it just doesn't seem to want to let me do it, does it? What's the shortest distance we can go? Let's do that. Yeah, it's suddenly dropping right down. I'm not sure whether this connection here is going to work, so maybe we'll try it over here instead. Aha! Oh, what? Yeah, you can see it drops right down in the water again. I mean, I know I could build up the land and stuff, but I'm just thinking, surely we can do a bit of a curvy. Get this down a little bit lower. There we go. Excellent. Now we're down to the lower height. Oh man, this is a very, very low road. Yeah, excellent. There we go. That will work nicely. So where this comes up here, we might need to just expand that into a larger road, but I think we'll be okay. We'll see how the traffic goes. Let's just flatten out this little piece of land here that I mess with. There we go. That will do. So I have a whole list of buildings that I want to add onto here, and we do need some houses and things on here as well. And I'm realizing how big this all is now that I'm starting to look at some of the buildings we're going to place. So maybe let's just take one quadrant at a time. Let's start here. And what's the first building on the list? So I would like to make use of the fishing industry. Obviously, this being an island, lots of fishing going on. So I'm thinking perhaps we use this first little bit where you come in over here as perhaps somewhere we can add the fishing in. So let's just take that off and see how that's going to snap. Right down here to the beach. Maybe we can bring this road down a bit, this one here, and see if we can get that to snap to that one. That is far too high. Let's try that again. I think that's going to jump whatever we do, isn't it? Let's go with that height there. We'll level that out a bit. I'll tell you what, not working with mods is fun, isn't it? It is fun. Let's just take that back a bit there. There we go. And then we'll grab that, and I'm hoping we can get that to snap on. Oh, look at that. That was perfectly square, wasn't it? That is brilliant. I'm deliberately avoiding key walls. We're going to sort of decorate around these as we go along. Let's pop that back on so we can see what we're doing. Excellent. And then we can add our fishing route sort of coming maybe around this direction. And again, as we all know, there is a particular amount you can add in that makes them go 100%. Did that not connect? Let's try that one again. There we go. Excellent. But we'll see how that goes. There we go. Very good. I know we haven't got any power. We'll work on that. Very good. So then once we've got that in, I then also want to add in the fish market. So that is going to sell the fish locally to people that live here. And I'm just wondering whether we could have that right nearby, which means we're going to have to just remove some of these roads, which is fine. There we go. Excellent. And we can maybe smooth that land out a little bit there as well. But that would be good for people to come and grab that. I am going to just take this road out here. And we're going to smooth this piece of land out so the road continues at that height a little bit further. We'll go to there. Excellent. Before it dips down, we'll get the normal road into here. In fact, I'm going to slope, working with all the slopes today, we're going to take that height there, slope that down. That should be good. And then we'll just connect that through to there. Excellent. That looks much, much better. And the next one I'd like to add is the aquatic centre. Has a huge entertainment value, big visitor capacity. I'd like this nice and close to this ferry port. And I'm thinking over here in this corner. So we're going to lose some of those. I wonder if I could fit that. Which way round do I want that facing? Let's have a look at the back of that building. Yeah, I want that this way. There we go. Excellent. And then can we fit some parking down in here? If we can, that would be fantastic. Ooh, it's going to be very tight. We could pop that along the riverfront, but I don't really want to do that. I want to sort of keep that, this little square in here. If that takes one of those larger parking, in fact, look at that, right opposite where they're going to be coming in. That is just fantastic. Maybe we could finish off that little central section with one of these roads with the trees. Oh, that looks good right there, doesn't it? And we can sort of work on the height of the land. Yeah, I think I need to work on the height of the land now, actually. Let me just do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it all the way out to there. Then I'm going to take the slope, and we're going to slope with the smaller brush from here to there. That's still going to give us a bit of a dip down there, isn't it? Or maybe, I'll tell you what, maybe we just lose that entire road through there. Even though there's the bridge, I think the traffic isn't going to be too bad. And then we can take this height and we can slope it from past there down to here, like so. There we go, very good. We can put a bit of decorating around there. Excellent. And the next thing on the list is the Community Baseball Complex, a multi-pitch complex, which is pretty large. And I'm thinking that's going to become the central point over here. And I'm thinking these squares here. Actually, let's see how flat that is. Yeah, this little section here. Let's remove some of these roads through here, like so. And if that went in there, how flat is that? That is not too bad, is it? I'd like a little road maybe set back from the main road over here. So let's take the 2-lane road with sidewalks. And I'm just going to bring that out like that in each direction up to the end. And then I am going to flatten this piece of land from here. And just sort of see... Yeah, that's barely any difference there. Excellent. So that should be okay all the way up to the sides. Very good, very good. Lots of trees in there. We're going to remove those. There we go. And then we're going to line that up. Oh, look at that. Let's just line it up right in the middle. And that butts up with the road on the other side as well. That is fantastic. That road does drop down a bit over here. Maybe I need to take this height instead of that height. And there we go. That's excellent. Then we've got the little drop just over there, which is fine. But this is all nice and flat. Very good, very good. Hopefully they're not going to lose too many balls in the sea. Excellent. And then we can add some... I don't know if I want to add too much parking everywhere. People are coming to visit already, even though there's no power over here. Power. Now, that is something I was thinking. Do we just run a power line from one side to the other? Or we do have the advanced wind turbines. They give us 0 to 20. They're going to give us 20 wherever we put them. There is a bit of a noise attached to them. So maybe we sort of add in... a couple over here, close enough that they hook up would be better. There we go. Maybe like that. And then we'll hook those in with some cables once we get going. Right, next favourite building on the list is the aquarium. I'd like to add that in. What's that there? Oh, that is a very big. We can maybe add some of those as well. I'm thinking of adding that over into this area again if we can make it work with the land. This little bit here seems nice and flat. Yeah, so I'm going to take that road out there. Let's go up against the side there. Very good. I think that's looking good. I'm going to keep sort of the higher buildings on one side, maybe get to lower buildings over there as we're surrounding the beachfront. And then we're going to just want to run this little road maybe back a tiny bit, and that could connect up to over here, just like that. Swing it round. Excellent. That'll be good. And then we do have some nice hotels. We've got the Hotel Oasis A and B, which mid-century modern inspired. And I'm thinking this little section here with their backs facing out towards the beach would be an excellent spot. I'm just thinking, if we sort of go 3 away from the junction there with that one, this is a similar shape, so we could go 3 away from there. How does that look with the land that we've got down here? That is a big jump, isn't it? I'll tell you what we're going to do then. We're going to move those over a bit to the corner. But before I do that, yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit more terraforming. I was hoping to be able to face that back towards there. But actually, if we look this way, yeah, we're not really getting the best view, are we? So maybe we need to add a little side road on so we could have that facing the other way. So we need a road coming down this side. Let's again go for that. And I think that should be enough room to fit it in. A little bit further over. There we go. Fantastic views at the back. We'll change some of these trees out for palm trees, I'm sure. And then a little walk down to the beach. Very nice, very nice. So I'd like to place some of the new hotels in here. Before we do that, we are going to mark this out with a district. Oh, look at those nice straight lines when you get to the edge of the map. Boink, 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 boink. And we're going to give this a name, and it's going to be named after one of my lovely patrons. We've got Washington Heights. We've got so many heights that have come in. It's going to be named after Roy. What name can we have for an island that's got Roy in the name? Let me know in the comments, and thank you very much to Roy for supporting me on Patreon. That is very much appreciated. In here, we are going to add in... No, we're not going to do it that way. I want my particular style of shops. If I know exactly where they are, I'll click them. Here we go. As usual, the organic and local produce. I don't want some particularly large shops in here, although we may add like another zone over here for some of the larger wall-to-wall commercial buildings. So we'll come to that. But at the minute, I'm going to pop that in here. And then we can just sort of zone some of these around. And the reason I'm doing that is because when we look at our hotels, this tab over here, some of them need the shopping. So I'm thinking perhaps these sort of town hostels that we've got, these small hotels might fit in. But let's just get some shopping in here. We certainly have a need for it. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. We just fill in some of these little spots around there. Thinking as well, people just get straight off the ferry into this area. Maybe that whole little section there will be good as well. And then perhaps we could add one of these little hotels at the back. Let's just turn that off there. The town hostel's a reasonable size, but I quite like this small hotel. I think that looks nice. I mean, that's right by a busy road, but we've got right by the beach. We've got right by the parking. I think that'll be okay. Let's pop that in there. Excellent. So we're doing the sightseeing, which is fine. If we go into our hotel info view, sightseeing is absolutely huge. The shopping needs at the minute are 0, but that should increase once these come in. Oh, that's good. Nature is covered. Very good. I think that's all the water that we've got around here, but that is huge. The whole place is green for nature. And I think that might be the canals and the location right next to the water. There we go. That's gone up. So the only thing is the business. And I'm wondering whether... Oh, we've got to be careful here. We don't get the power in. We're going to have some problems. Whether we could just add some small offices sort of at the back here by the side of these roads. And maybe out the back here as well. We've got to be careful of the noise. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to just run a cable down here without destroying any of the rocks and hook that up to our power temporarily. Oh, I thought that went right up in the air. That's fine. And then hopefully, yeah, there we go. They'll be okay for power. Oh, look at that. Excellent. Shopping's up to max. Let's just see whether the business gets up to max as well. 18 out of 20, 20 out of 20. Fantastic. And our guests are increasing. let's see if we can get those up to 90 and actually earn a decent amount of profit. If we look in here, to get up to 3 stars, we need to get 5,000 weekly profit. So we might have to do a little bit of messing around with this amount. I'll probably do that off camera, but that's worked really well there. And I think that's worked so well, I feel like I want to squeeze another little one in. And man alive, we've got so many parking lots in here. I do not want those at all. So we're going to remove those and see what else we get in here. There we go. Just played some whack-a-mole and got some differently styled buildings in there looking much, much better. Let's find some nice trees that can go in here. I mean, we are by the beach, so any sort of palm trees. There we go. Excellent. And we'll add more as we go along. I'd like to get the ferries hooked up as we're working on this. And I want to make the power jump down here somehow. I think maybe, could we get a small amount of offices in here? Because we do have a need for some offices. There we go. Or industry, I should say, which can be taken up with offices and give us some workplaces. And I'm hoping that can jump up there. If not, we can place some sort of park in here or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, that's definitely not going to jump up there, is it? I'm just wondering if we could add another little road in here and use this flat piece of land that we've got to add some sort of park on there. Do you know what? I'm going to add a tennis court in there. I think that'll be nice, and I'm pretty sure that's going to help the power to jump across. And I do like these little hotels, these little offices. So we're going to grab those. Excellent. And we can do some landscaping to work on all of this hawky-walkiness, but I think that is looking very good. Yep, I know you're needing the fish. Do we have a fishing boat out here somewhere? Doesn't look like we do, does it? 0 out of 6. Fishing route efficiency 100%. Let's just follow this. See how far he goes to get up to 100%. We want to try and get this working as well as possible. And I'm thinking that we're probably going to make the route a bit smaller, because it's going to get up to 100% over here, then have to travel all the way back. And we want to get this fish coming out as quickly as possible. There we go. So that tells us what's going on there. So basically, I'm going to delete all of this because it doesn't need that much. And then I'm going to shorten it a little bit more and just bring it round to there. And I think that will probably work okay. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is follow this one and see what he does. Yeah, that's fine. It's 100% roundabout here, which is good. And we accidentally missed it off camera. We've hit Grand City, which is fantastic. And we've unlocked, if we just scroll down here, the Copper Bowl, which I wanted to take a look at and see whether that would fit in with what we're doing. That is rather large, and that is a soccer stadium. Oh man, that is very big. But that is what we're going for over here, is very big items that are going to bring in lots of tourists. Could that fit? I want to sort of maybe pop it over here somewhere. But I don't want to lose all of these pieces of rock formation that we've got. But this piece here is crying out. What are these? Oh, these are all abandoned houses, aren't they? Yeah, they're not going to stay. Let's delete all of those and flatten this piece of land out for the Copper Bowl. Yeah, it needs flattening out. Yeah, this is a very uneven piece of land, so I'm just thinking if we remove, I think these roads are okay, we'll take those out. That's definitely going to go, and probably this one here, and we're going to have a key wall or something in there because of the size of what we're trying to do. Let's just flatten this out as far as we can. Yeah, that should be good. We've given ourselves plenty of land. Do I want that right up against the road? I think in this instance we do, but we're also going to have to leave some space for parking. So we're going to take that piece there, and then we're going to have parking maybe around the side here. And we've got a new height to work with. It's bumped it all up. So let's maybe flatten all of this out. So I'm thinking for this one, if we have, I had it on the screen there, this here, the multi-story decorative parking lot. I think that would be enough to take everybody in. Unfortunately, it's not going to fit in there, but it will do if we remove that road. Excellent. And there is a version of this that I really like. Variation 2 with the wooden slats. That already comes with some cars, so they can walk over here, which is great. I might just switch up some of these roads as well for these ones with the wide sidewalks. Maybe outside the front here as well, down to there. That'll be good. People driving in, they can park. Yeah, excellent. That'll be good. And then we can do some decorating around the side here. I'm thinking it probably needs one more little sort of park down here. And a little bit of terraforming later. We're going to go for this soccer field, this football field here. I always think this looks like a training sort of pitch, which would go together with the big pitch that we've got over there. Lots of work we need to do around here, but we'll get there. We'll just add in the main items and then we'll build things up. How's it going over here? Horrendous traffic. 86% on this little teeny tiny road because so many people are coming over there by car, which means we need to get our ferries sorted out. Let's hook them up with some water. First of all, we'll bring that down to there and bring that across there, and then we'll hook them up with some power so they actually work. There we go. Let's get, is the words I'm trying to say, our ferry pathway, and we're going to bring that out. There we go. That's going to cut right across the fishing, isn't it? So I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to try and avoid the fishing. Is that not possible to hook in there? We're bringing that round the outside like so. And until we can get this other square, this is where it's going to hook up. Very good, very good. And that's all hooked up inside. And then we've got this route here, which we could have to hook around. But I think we'll just stick with going in and out of these ones here. So let's add our stops in. What are we missing? Oh, ferry depot. Good grief. Yeah, where are we going to put that? Okay, there we go. That's going to go right next door. So we need to obviously hook this up and hope that it's okay. Yeah, excellent. So now we can place our stop in. And I don't think we're going to go overboard. We're just going to literally have it come up one side, go down the other side. If we can do that. Oh, we haven't got one in there, have we? It's around here. And then is it going to be able to turn around and come back? Yes, it is. Excellent. We're going to do that. And then that's going to finish over there. Excellent. Let's just see what that's given us. 1 vehicle, 4 vehicles. Yep, I think that's fine. But we're going to go for a different looking ferry. Let's maybe go for this one. I quite like the look of that. Yeah, there we go. A nice flat ferry to make it even harder for the people when they jump down to get into the ferry. Liking the view of the island here, even though it's unfinished at the moment. Looking fantastic. Nice buildings, exciting. Catch your eyes, you're coming up. Thinking where you're going to spend all of your money. Yes, this is rather high, isn't it? For people to get from down there to up here. Oh my goodness me. Now, before I go through all of this and rebuild it all off camera, is it actually possible to get this at a reasonable distance in vanilla? So you let me know in the comments below. If it's possible, I will rebuild it. But I think at the moment, we're just going to leave it like it is. Good grief. So now that we have the ferry terminal running backwards and forwards from Valley Hills to Roy, let's also get a bus in here. So we know we've got our trolley bus exchange over here. This is what I'm looking for. So I'm thinking maybe we do add a bus in here. And the trolley buses we use to collect people from Bradley Heights, Crest Heights, Nair Business Park, everywhere else, bring them down to there, and then the bus is like a shuttle bus that just brings it over here, and I think that will probably be a good idea. We do need a bus depot, and this is quickly becoming the area where we're adding all of these things. So maybe we could just add down here. I think I'm going to have to take the sand away from this area, and let's get in a little industry road would be good. Yep, that'll be fine. And then we're going to have a biofuel bus depot there. We're going to put a little bit of parking alongside that so it looks good. Excellent, that's what we need. And now we can run... Oh, it's an intercity bus, bringing nobody in from the outside. Excellent, that is what we want to see. And then we're going to run a little bus from in here. I think we'll use these, even though we've got those over there. And that's a bit overkill. And we'll run that up to here, and we could stop that. So where's that coming in? So that's coming up the coast road. I wanted it to come around this way, But I tell you what, I think that will just work. We'll add that there, and then we'll bring that into here. You can turn around, and we could even add in... Should we add a stop down here as well? Why not? Let's add a stop there. On the way up and on the way back. Just move that away from the junction. That'll please people. And then we've got that one up there, and I think that'll be fine. So let us change this bus up. So we've got the standard biofuel bus. We've got this one, just looks a little bit nicer. We'll go with that. Let's change that to purple. And vehicles, we are going to get... Zoink, 6 is far too many. I'm going to go for 2. And I think that is going to be plenty once these are all stretched out. It's getting pretty busy down here, isn't it? We might need to redo some of our roads, but I think we're going to be okay. Oh, grass on road. We'll get that sorted out, don't worry. I know the biofuel buses are a little bit quieter as well. Look, people are already waiting for the buses. That is fantastic. So I don't mind them running along this little community here. I'm not sure these people are happy with the bus stop right outside their house, but they're going to have to just deal with it. And here we go, into the trolley bus area. Yep, loads of people already wanting to use this. That is fantastic. So I'm pretty sure very quickly that is going to drop the traffic down. And already, look, the traffic has gone down quite a lot. What are we at percentage-wise? I think it dropped down to a shocking 94. We're at 95%. I can't complain at that. Fantastic. So I'm just checking out how many people are using these. With our I mean, it's only been a few minutes. With our ferries, we're already getting more people queuing up to get over there. But with our buses, I've called that the ferry shuttle. We've already got 100 and, well, that was 129 a minute ago. We've just had a bus go past over here. So I definitely think maybe up to 3 would be good. Oh, let's have a look. What's the largest size? So this is 40. Articulated, I don't really want that going around the back street. So I think upping that to 3 and seeing how that goes. But excellent. That shows there's a big need for people to get over here, which is good. So I think maybe it's time just to concentrate on this little quarter. Third, slightly less than a third section over here, and decorate this up. There you go. So let me know what you think about this little third of the island we've been working on. Still got plenty to go over on Roy. We'll work on that in the next couple of episodes. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check out the video on the screen, and we'll have our weekly Monday video, the Dev Diary deep dive to look forward to as well. So subscribe so you don't miss that. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.